We are the new patriotic party. We are the new patriotic party. The elephant, the winner symbol. We are one to save Ghana. We are one to save Ghana. We are one to save Ghana.
Saddam wrote a letter. I said, I've cleared it. I mean, release all his money.
She resigned.
Yes, she resigned. But at the end of the day, we all saw the letter Nana wrote to the woman. That I know you are a woman of integrity. This is somebody that everybody is complaining that she has stolen money from the public. So if you, the president, can say that after going through your issues, I realize that you are not a thief. In fact, your integrity is in the yes. You understand? So yes, no, yes. Okay. And then unguided statements, which
okay, channel 1 I have for and then Michiamo Medin at the General Muju Stephen said that baby. My hosts are Mede Mukaju Mede Ebremo Nefia Day. Na Yabichamu in an assembly said Brano Munkoswa and channel 1. Moon follow your contents of Facebook and YouTube. Now, on my person better to Muntai, now you show me the Abba and Conin. Send a diacan. And yes, I'm on your same keke. Say, yeah, my ye, you better agree, oh, some money I can't present a bear, a bribia or mine Ghana, Quebecoso. And to wait there. Semabe Minu, which is even just about 2 seconds. Make come on number, Panama, my bedtime, my bed, the food, actually, Michiamina. Okay, my first guest, our woman, Sir Benkum So, Samokai, NDC me, or contested Deputy Communication Officer Wama Sama. In February, I think 2022. Now, I say 22, but I'm some problem by February 23. I know maybe, unfortunately, next time, also, so only. I like Masaud Osman, maybe I like Masaud Osman better. However, fast I could in our politics. But before that, medical that I like Masaud Osman, as I said, what my ban and I say, what Brandon was. I think the way first experience with any national executive of any of the two major parties. Nti Alhaji Nyankopon Show say one my aba chair and then na Alhaji Masaud Osman national third vice chair of the New Patriotic Party. Mina Samogan Abome good we go peja o nika krama na the work at here for now I can say
okay. First of all, better channel 1 it's been Jack Selma NDC from national to branch level, and I've also made that chairman say, Mama, sir, he said, it's mission. Say, the Yaman is a pet, nay, but it's been so good teaching, so maybe a cost within the Ghana political landscape. That channel 1 for the supporters and as we shall.
Okay, Meko Alhaji Masaud Osman, so na third national vice. Alhaji, but you are working. Yeah, then I go.
Everything else is a crumb, sir.
Yeah, we saw be back with me. Papa, I step it down. Much is saying now.
Every time the president of the republic, the former president of the Republic of Ghana,
okay.
And the former Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, former President here, come over France.
Yeah.
Over France, I could do 3 weeks. Na Sabia Ghana. Maybe or die, sign over to Ghana. His Excellency. The former Vice President, Bawumia, last month, before he's been declared John Mahama as the president-elect. After the swearing in, they were called. They were about to call Saudi Arabia. Okoda, the Biansi Hall. Incredible for so we too. Be the way we expected. Now, Mbamosa. I said, with Daniel Miasi, all I'm saying, na Okacha will say clearly that this is not your time.
Okay.
But Merepeno, time no, Ebeba. So, okay, MPP, the Ashuba, we are very comfortable. We are okay with whatever
Okay.
So our main objectives now is to come together with our workforce to steady the party, to know idea any correct and idea in the party no the echo any now inshallah 2028 we are coming back strong.
Okay.
To sell our policy. We still sell our policy to Ghanaians. We know that Ghanaians still believe in the New Patriotic Party because we have a record to point. The NPP had record indeed to point, which minimum NDC minimum say maybe these 4 years Ghana for more the current generation will benefit and the future generation will come and benefit. You know. Maybe these 4 years now, but the 8 years mandate Ghana for more, they were not having a record went out. But we thank God, no matter what, even today, some of our policy, the NDC are depending on the policy for the economy to survive. Something like the good for oil. They introduce good for oil. They were lambasting us saying that we are stealing good, we are doing it. Today from the horse's mouth, the Minister of Finance and the Energy Minister clearly they've applauded His Excellency the former Vice President of the Republic of Ghana for introducing good for oil. They say it is the excellent. That is the name.
Quickly before I want to know arrangement before someone becomes second vice, first vice, how is it like? Now I can join what politically before obey a national executive.
Okay. Well, I say, I am born a woman.
Okay.
Yeah, my political career started in Boko.
Okay.
When I moved to Boko because of frequent fighting. The conflict between the Kushasi and the Mampus, even though I'm not part of the true tribe. I'm a Dogumba man. But you know, so definitely, women also women to Mampusi area.
Yeah.
That's the area I belong to. I can't deny it in that far. So definitely, I am so closer to the Mampusi system. So be no kura ninko omo no mo nche mi ama pushi na me nyama pushi me so komba so from there the podcast they started here which are nature by Madam Hawaya that's how we Madam she was a strong woman
I think the first MP
the first independent MP in 1992 there were two people not the two MP people called the parliament but no parliament no spa actually over that this is no journey New Patriotic Party. So from there, I'm a businessman, I'm a trader. So I was trading from Boku to Techima. So I'm settling in business out of Techima.
Okay.
So I was like a serial caller in Boku after when I migrated from Boku to Techima. I'm settling in business. Now NPP, so I continue the journey of NPP in Techima. So I came to Techima when I was a serial caller. From serial caller, I've been a constituency communicator.
Okay.
I was a constituency communicator. From there, I have been
at Techima.
I've been from Techima, from constituency communicating member. I then become our area polling station organizer. So they voted for me. I became the polling station organizer where I was working very hard. For the police station organizer, I worked for 12 good years in Techima, where we had the victory in 2001, had the victory in 2004. You see, so from there, that you see, I can speak I can speak about 9 to 10 languages. The languages that I can speak many languages. So through the way I can speak many languages. So from being constituency communication member, they have lift me
to police station organizer.
No, to police station organizer. From police station organizer, become a communication member in the Npp'S region. When the region was created, the whole region I was there. I was part of the regional. So from the regional, I said I went from the constituency police station. So let me try. I went from the region. Let me now try to the national and see how best maybe I can perform the national. So from there, that's when the open nomination 2022. So then I went and contest for the position of national vice chairman for the new patriotic party.
Good.
So the national vice chairman, the way NPP conduct the election, the national vice chairman, if you are going for, all of you are going for the national vice chairman. So after the election, in my case, where Naya, Npp'S 10.
Okay.
So Npp'S 10 no more call. Omoto Abanu, the one who had highest vote,
okay,
will become first vice. The second one will become second vice. So the third one will become
based on
vice.
the number.
Based on the number we got. So the rest of the 7, then Kofi. So it was now it was 10 in numbers. Now me should have done number 10. Now me campaign. Now me say Omutuma Asio. I was there, number 10 in number. So the co-election, you be at Accra Sports Stadium. You count we out of Npp'S 10. Now me maybe also 3. Now automatically. So automatically I become the 10th vice chairman of the new patriotic party. Now Buti Smith, he was the first vice chairman, and Talata Asobaire became the second vice chairman. So that's how my political journey started.
Nice one. I'm so happy and excited about journey now with your mind, because some of us they follow politics a lot. Now one thing I am if when people move, just like you said, obi to me free. I said when I follow 1 or 2 other people, obi okra call region, but I know with me about based on Meduma day any day. Now, Ms. Bima, I would want to find out. I know, sir, who predecessors now back before you, they enjoyed more than you people, because Freddie Blair who made board chairman, other but a bedroom or so now they actually change. So we know every the post both for second term and first term, and the board in there. And unfortunately, more than one executives are in more position. So to look like ABR. But that is quickly remember now to us. Sammy, young pop. The first topic I want us to start with, just about 5 minutes, my pop, I like this, so then said, whatever it is, party BNT means in our power forever. Today is NDC, tomorrow is NPP. What do you think accounted for the NPP's defeat, or take it the other way, what do you think accounted for the NDC's defeat election 2024?
Well, fantastic question. And you see, the defeat of the NPP, more often than not, I'll say that we try to sugarcoat it. And I've also heard that they are establishing a committee of inquiry to go into the causes of their defeat and come out with findings and recommendations.
Okay.
But let us not run away from the truth. I have listed some 1 or 2 items, which to me, I feel that is the reasons why the NPP lost power.
Okay.
The first one I would like to talk about is unemployment issues. You see, before an NPP, employment was one of their key messages. That Mama has supervised a high rate of unemployment that Ghana has never experienced before. At that time, the unemployment rate was around 5.70, something there. And they made campaigns about it. I remember when John Boyle said, as soon as NPP assumes office, in fact, Ghana will import people to come and what? To come and work. To the extent of making promises like moving Ghana from taxation driven country to a production driven country. Promising the people of building some factories across all the districts we have in Ghana. I mean, putting out all the pressure that when they come, employment issues are going to be matters of the past. But what did we see? All the unemployment alleviation policies of the NPP failed. Look at NAPCO, it failed. Youth employment was nowhere to be found. One district, one factory. All the unemployment alleviation policies introduced by the NPP failed. So I think one of the reasons why NPP lost elections, in addition to whatever they have, I'll say that employment is one. And then number two, disrespect. The administration of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo for the 8 years was coupled with high rate of disrespect, to the extent that the presidents move around and then be ordering chiefs to stand up and greet him when he is coming. At a point in time, there was a flood in voter region. President went there and he was like, even you people, you didn't even vote for me. When you can't tell me that all the people in voter region are voting for the NDC. There are 1 or 2, 3 people who will possibly vote for MPP. So when you stand in front of these people and say that even you people, you didn't vote for me, automatically you are disrespecting the very people, the 3 very people who voted for you in that particular area. Look, there was a situation. They promised one village, one dam, the northern regions. Monies were allocated, and in fact they prepared that house. When Ghanaian people complained, the woman said that the 200,000 Ghana cedis is not an amount that can be used to provide a reasonable dam. So disrespect is
the government provided her.
Yes, monies. Yes,
BC, right?
Yes,
yeah, I remember.
Monies 200,000 per dam.
Okay.
In fact, they prepared that house, gutters, and then at the end of the day, when Ghanaian people complained, they were like the monies which were allocated to them were not enough to get them reasonable dams. So I say that the disrespect was one way or the other a factor for which the MPP lost power. And then corruption and impunity. People were stealing money here and there. At a point in time, we saw monies under people's bed. You see, this is a government that has spent some cool 25 million on revamping the banking system. So to me,
I think the billion.
Yeah, billion Ghana cedis.
Yeah,
billion Ghana cedis.
Yeah.
So to me, if you have revamped the banking system and then the banking system has become robust enough, if you have money, I am not talking about the source of the money, I will even come there. If you have this amount of money and you think the banks are in good conditions, why don't you go and keep this money at the bank? But you decided to keep it in your house. Then it means even you yourself that you say you have restructured the banks, you have a question about the banking system once you are in power. Now, let us come to the source of that money. If you put all the salaries of that woman together and her allowances and everything, it's still less than that amount of money which was stolen. And you see, people have been creating the impression that $1 million was seen under the woman's bed. No. The money, the amount which was stolen was the $1 million, which means there is a huge amount of money over there.
You mean it's possible?
It is, yes, likely there is huge amount of money over there that they were not disclosed to the general public. And which one are we talking about? We are talking about Cecilia Napa, the sanitation minister. When Nana Addo assumed office, at that time Ibrahim Mahama has opted to dredge the Odo Lagoon for free at no cost. In fact, the contract, or I don't even want to call it a contract because it was something which was done at free of charge. They cancelled the contract, and then Ghana allocated some $43 million to dredge the Odo Lagoon. But today, when you buy, they ask yourself, is this gutter or is this lagoon something that some 43 million cedis, $43 million been spent on it? People involve themselves in visa fraud and all that, and at the end of the day, the president will just sit down, write a letter and say, I've cleared it. The impunity, corruption, people were stealing because they are not. You see, the corruption were not checked, and president looks unconcerned. Oh, I've cleared him. Cecilia Dapa's issue came, and the president just sat down, wrote a letter, said, oh, I've cleared him. I mean, release all his monies.
She resigned.
Yes, she resigned. But at the end of the day, we all saw the letter Nana Addo wrote to the woman, that I know you are a woman of integrity. This is somebody that everybody is complaining that she has stolen money from the public. So if you, the president, can say that, oh, after going through your issues, I realize that you are not a thief. In fact, your integrity is yes. You understand? So
you listen to the
yes. Okay. And then unguided statements, which even amounts to disrespect. At the point in time when the Ghanaian people said, no, our lighting issue, we don't have a stable light. The then vice presidential candidate, Npp'S, it was like, if you need a timetable, Go and sit in your house and prepare your own time.
Was he a running mate at the time?
At that time he was not.
Okay.
He was the energy minister by then.
Yeah.
He said if you need a load shedding, go and sit down, prepare your own timetable. So when you make such an unguided statement, the people will not be happy with you. The people will not be even when you disrespect somebody to a certain point, when you come with a good thing, the person will not be willing to accept it, because already the mind has been saturated with the disrespect attitude you showed him or her in the first place. So I think disrespect is one of the reasons why, and then the what we call it, the unguided statement that, and then NPP, instead of focusing on solving the problems worrying Ghanaians, they were rather thinking about how to rig the elections. So all the energies and sometimes when you complain, they will be like, Abi, we control the police. We've heard all those statements. We have 1 million ways of winning elections. The only way I know you can win election is through the ballot box. So if you are having 1 million ways, where are the other something ways that you have that Ghanaian people don't know? So instead of concentrating on solving Ghanaians' problem for them so that we vote for them nicely, they were looking at ways and means to rig the elections to the extent that Brian Champon made a statement in Paul that they shouldn't worry how they are going to win the elections. It is secure, and we know the duties and responsibilities of Brian Champon in the 2020 elections when army men were following him and they were forcibly snatching ballot boxes from people. Alleged. When they come, we saw it on TV, something that you saw on TV. What is alleged? If it's alleged, it is the TV that alleged that. The fact of the matter, we saw those things, and then when you go here, when they see that the gap is too small, they will just, things are just changing. So when he made that statement, it tells me that no, then they have another plan. Instead of focusing on solving the problems of Ghanaians, so that Ghanaians will vote for them peacefully, they were rather thinking about. You understand? They were rather thinking about foul means of winning elections. So wrapping up, I would say that they shouldn't waste money to establish any committee to go and find any solutions to anything. The problem they know, NDC people too, we know, even JHS, SHS students, they know why NPP lost their elections. Their party has been suffocated by the Ekufuadoism. The impunity, all those things put together, that is why they lost. So going forward, they should shift their party away from Ekufuado style.
Quickly, before I respond to why MPP lost, but I couldn't be beside said executives now, Mumba 2022. What's that timing?
I want to say, make a huge allegations, and then Okasem people are for quite. You see, NDC people, the credibility of the entire NDC must put into question. You see, we are in Ghana here. All of us are in Ghana here when the Ghanaians give you 8 years mandate. When we talk of employment, you see, is it not during NDC time that we had unemployment graduate association? It is during NDC because of the ridiculous way you handle unemployment graduate of this country. It comes to a extent they have contested till when they form a committee or when they form an association that is called unemployment graduate association. You see, so in NPP regime, everybody can testify how we deal with employment. We deal in employment even when we were in IMF, we are still recruiting. We have recruited since 2017 until when we lost power, and we are still recruiting even after we lost power. Those that we recruited before election, NDC came and terminated them. Terminated their contract. No, we have this NAPCO thing. When we talk about NAPCO, we said it categorically, clear out that it is a contract period. We didn't say it's a permanent. Did we say anywhere that it's a permanent?
It was for 3 years.
It was for 3 years that we made Ghanaians because of the way NDC deal with this unemployment. Student graduates were sitting home useless. So we created this NAMCO to employ 100,000 graduates to be paid. If a government has come and 100,000 graduates has been paid for 3 years, is it not far better? In fact, is it not far better than a government who could not even give you a work? It is during NBC time that teachers can go to classrooms and teach. I'm a teacher. Teachers can go to classrooms and teach for 3 good years, solid years, and they pay only for 3 months. So when we talk of employment, NBC cannot have, if they don't have a shame, they shouldn't talk about employment. Today, if you go to our employment rate in security, military, fire service, NPP have employed graduates or Ghanaian students more than any other government in terms of recruitment. So in terms of the issue forget. When we talk about respect or disrespect, this is where I am going to come and say disrespect with the NPP. If it is disrespect, that will make the political party election, then NBC should have come to power at all. Because there is no disrespect, no president who disrespected Ghanaians and Ghanaian chiefs like President John Dramani Mahama. It is quite clear. Look, are we not in Ghana here when people were agitating? People were going for demonstration upon demonstration. When they went to demonstration and bring their demonstration to the desk of John Mahama, what did John Mahama come out and tell them? He said he cannot even, he expect to see more than what they are doing because now it's a dead goat. But a dead goat, they don't feel life. Obi catch us in here, don't fool. The over here, be problem. So no the kind was complaining about the neglect of NDC. The president, it is not about the president of the republic, John Mahama, about Bontin Janokai. Was he Asante's? I'm ungrateful. Let's forget about Asante. Because so what the goal? What is the goal of Asante? They will not appreciate. What kind of disrespect is this? Now, we forget that Asante is the stronghold of NDC. The vote that the NDC would always get in Asante is more than one. I'm telling you, do your analysis. 2016, the vote that they got, 2020, 2024, the vote NDC got in Asante region is far better than the vote they got in teachers, Windows need ungrateful. Windows need doors. School, the mama who had yes, so a president who can ensure a full tradition, traditional chief. Bit to say, these people are Sakawa people. And if to say a minimum classmate. No,
and I
the man, you know, I prefer to say, and can woman get development because to about money.
Why?
Yeah, your election.
I'm but your campaign. Me, I like me dresses.
You're trying to say, I tell also NBC, FPP program on. This is what the man told us.
And I go my mind now.
You see,
okay,
go my mind. Yeah, I will not do anything. So this is not a
festival, but yeah, festival.
Disrespect.
First na ye ka no
because of time we can't
but ye penny for no eto no ahoba because na ye wo eja ahoro
sign that for because of
the moja esi ho ma yen
then look I was see God for your list
ahoba
who will be ma oti baby omo yere this
yen festival no ahoba kese ene ahoba ketwa ena ye san wo gomo 2 weeks
na bobo no na gada bo no na fabra
say yes afina se fofra first 2 weeks I want genuine ye two de si ho
and they talk of respect
na ye si sabre ne ye bra baby ye na ye to nsa from it say ye boy shia to say festival na ye shi mu na ba ye to from na de ba fie na ye na ebusua bia afa ne ho adwe say ne be ebusua ne betu mpone ye de aboa ye man no.
Look, I said he was deputy governor of Bangkok. As at now, National
Obiane the festival and there is something unique. Eba ye kroma. It to me fully crowd. Eba ye hobo mamampo. Especially float. 1 2 ye call yeah, walk now you call the portray go nini na but especially your community you say you sell your community no into your float you say you be ya amanfo be who say you krobi e da baby e dey go amampo
obia dem say papa we or your crop for sasiama president just come now we clear say
obia to me go fit yes amamre wo ho ne say nananum etumi to
whether or not is guilty or not
omoto omakonya
because you are the number one
say bia watena akonya ne so achi akonya na yete so no ebi ti akonya tuntum so ebi so nti akonya tuntum so na emom sa oti akonya tuntum so afeso e say utumi charge Emma Kunyano. That's a banana swim who say, let's now Kunyano no once na so kwa. Name afeso okay
Eddie having program of double salary. Meaning a penny you can't be declaring them. Incompetent.
For no say na etu na kunga so. Ye to safre omu ne na. E ya amamre. Enti uba utumi so especially your youth no. Obi wo ha dey making your own but say me invite obi efri abontin say besin koja me mafasha oba ono so besua bibi free stadium and also echi ne yakokwan mu
this is not the way Akufo did it.
Yeah, make us say forest.
He was saying
ye kom ohoso ye kwa ye kokai na na no say afia enti no bambo ye edin kan ye to be the asedamo e wo bambo ne hye so mo de ahye yen so ene ye kuro no na amane ene amamra ya ye e de
amamra didn't stop investigating Siliadapa until when the office of the special prosecutor come out and
clear obi atumi ko bi na emom oba sebi obu ne nsa de ontumi ne yera epo no se yedu epo na no obechen ye wetire ye ko na ye ba
they are there.
Oh, you do high announce it. And I said, Ubu, now why, and I dear better,
Madam, for some who can help free NDC camp. Sammy,
you're right upon and another yako from on the ballot for I can't hear how any money that very moment now we're someone named say Afiaso or Maba Eba Becam. It is a wanted now raponuma bibi to meet also
bad publicity
and no it's a signal say Nipa way Abia wanted and I'll do right.
Ghanaians now we all know say right from 2016 Ghanaians are wide awake. Maybe you can argue about that. But the way Ghana for see two mapa say the conditions of Ghana say Mwana and no so about no better. 2028 for the NDC delivering of policies, appointments and also other appointments better also and then Ghana for also one city look at flagship policies like free SHS, MPP for no best spearhead here. Together with other policies and the Ghana for the way of city. How do you see the way forward for your party
2028
yeah.
But then before I go there I would like to address some issues
quickly.
My senior comrade rate which
I'm not the comrade.
I think I have to address those issues. Now,
they use patriots.
Patriots, okay. They are very patriotic of their party, I can see. The unemployment graduate association. Now, yes, it was something we heard about. ABBIT. Unity is I didn't say it's association, but the fact of the matter is that the National Association now your unemployment rate was around, let me give it 6%, because if you run this month 5.77 is almost 6%. And then Oplimisa one man go be brave my omudi na ko about omudi say
about security service.
Yes, upon security service and everything. Unemployment rate raised to some 14 point something percent. So where lies the truth? Say indeed the Kufuor employed majority of Ghanaians. And then now come you to say Nana Kufuor or catch him busy on sorry non channel. Yes, it is true. So what you away madam. There were a private life and now there were a public life. See you fear meeting you see that we have a lot of vibes, we have a lot of things we see when we are in the house and we meet. We are not in public, we have a lot of vibes that we do. But see about public now you're politicians and I say you're not public for political programs. And also no as I said, you're young fan, you're different. Now president didn't need you man you're young. Now the young so didn't need you man you're president. Now say about president and the number of baby anymore. Then I'll say that while on one side some confirm say the Kufuor was playing with the job. And that is why Ghanaians must vote for him, must vote for against him again, even if he should come. Say what is where there's not to buy there's not to tian build there's not to tian because ultimately for presidency ain't a joke. If you have a friend, you can keep your friendship private. When it comes to serious business as to administering a country, when you meet a chief, know that the person is a chief. And then the second one, or say Obi can say the third one, or say Labour Minister, I can say you to Nkosisa Aboba. You see, that statement that statement was in connection with unskilled labor. That statement was in connection with unskilled labor. And one can say, you know, he has been appointed as for the same position against yes, I watched that video. Or see, unskilled labor, out to for example, or you use as an example. Say at least you cannot say that because you don't have the skill to work as a finance officer, you don't have the skill to work as a logistics officer, a procurement officer, at least you have to work. You have to do something. I know this idea in front of when say, what if I say, yeah, Abuba or baby. A obi pay Abuba the island, Edison. It is a one now, Papa, they do one paper. When you sell, you what? You will make money. It was an example. It's a motivation to the youth. Say, man, can say a man you go inside then. I shall them for why then. That's now. So he didn't make that statement say, "Oh, mon compare Abuba." But it was an example and illustration he made. And then, I see, my boss, this man, Mr. Johnson Esiama appointment. Johnson Esiama unqualified say, "You be man of Sarkozy." And also no, many name because or not as I no can say as no court. Na as no court, yenti no move no ye ni move say e pass judgment. An accused person is not a criminal until a court of jurisdiction have proven so. Until say court did judgment be say Mr. Johnson Esiama as say na e tools no why you say onye ye ni move say e be say or you corrupt and also or you conform. What if they go through the system and at the end of the day, court I continue say no. You sure say money na no. Sanse na ye kafa won. Anya no credit. Do you get my point? So I would like to let Alhaji know that a premature judgment is bad, and then a justice hurried is justice buried. He has not been confirmed a thief yet in the on-chain. And once he has not been confirmed, it means that he is not a thief. He's just a suspect. And Mama has every right to appoint him to any position. So,